What is going on, guys? Your boy here, Everyday Bitcoin, back with another video. Thank you guys so much for checking me out. I just kind of want to talk about why I didn't go to college personally. First of all, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm literally just a person that lives in the Midwest that has an obsession with Bitcoin and somewhat slightly about just other financial stuff. So I don't know, people have this thing where if you talk about something, they expect you to just be a complete expert. I am also human, so I just want to let that know. Not every investment I've done is by the books and at the perfect. I'm also still figuring it out with you guys. So I just wanted to say that because I don't know if it gives the impression like these other guys makes it feel like um, they know everything and they're just telling you, but I'm not that person. I don't know everything. I haven't done everything correctly. And if I've done something wrong, um, it's mostly, I want to at least explain why I think you shouldn't go about that. So it's like, not everything's perfect. But my point being, I just want to say that because some people maybe assume that I just think I know everything, but that's not true. Now I'm going to talk about why I personally didn't go to college. So I grew up moving around a lot. Okay, so I've done a lot of traveling, but I graduated in Los Angeles, William Taft High School, 2014. I am 28, but when I graduated, I essentially just kind of got D's. I am a very smart person, but I have to be motivated, right? So at school, I really wasn't motivated. I was homeless. I had more things to worry about, at least in my mind. And I just never really, I don't know if I'm just a conspiracy guy or I'm just too curious. It just seemed like everything we were learning in school just kind of seemed like BS, didn't really seem valuable because I don't really care about George Washington. I don't really care about, I don't know, the Declaration of Independence. I mean, I know of them, but I don't really care. So I just really wasn't big into school. I am big into writing. I won't try to sidetrack things, but either way, I don't really agree with the school system, or at least it doesn't work for me. So when I graduated, I was like, dude, why would I go back? Why would I go to school and do something I don't want to do? Um, Not only that, I didn't really I appreciated school, but it was for the social aspect. But as far as like the education side, I don't know. Maybe I should have been maybe like a little bit harder classes. Maybe that would have made. I don't even think that would help though personally. But either way, I was gonna go to. It's called Pierce College. I believe it's in Reseda, or it might be. I don't know. That doesn't really matter per se, but I was gonna go there for marine biology. I tried getting financial aid. It just didn't work out. Um, but ultimately, I ended up just taking a couple singing classes, back then. And I'm not gonna get into that, but that was even just like, I don't know, bro. But basically, I was sitting in class, like listening to stuff, and I was like, I mean, I was like, dude, why am I here? Like, I mean, I enjoy animals and learning about animals, but something just didn't feel right. And it felt weird because I didn't have any money and I was homeless, but I'm trying to get funding to go to school. It like kind of makes sense, but then it like also doesn't. Because then I was like, well, what if I don't want to do this later on in life? And then they were like, oh, well, you could just switch your major and just nothing seemed right. And I was already broke. I was just like, dude, I'm just not going to go to college. And I think that was one of the wisest decisions I ever made. But I think it was just because I didn't know what I wanted to do. And to be honest with you, I did know what I wanted to do, which was singing. It's one of my passions. It's the thing I actually want to do. Um, like not That's the one thing I would do that doesn't like really include money. I mean it does, but I would do it if I wasn't getting paid. But it just seems like it really wasn't worth it. And then I did go to take some classes for singing and stuff, and I was gonna do that. But I just really didn't get the support from the family like the way I thought it was. So it was like my family wanted me to go to college, but they didn't want me to go to college for singing. So that also threw in some confusion because like you guys wanted me to go to college, but you don't want me to do this. So it was just a bunch of weird feeling, and it's like, oh, you should be this, you should be that. So I just never end up doing it, and they end up backing off. I'm very thankful because I know multiple people with like 20,000 plus in student loan debt, and I do, alarm here, I do have some credit card debt. And I'm not like embarrassed, you know. It's something I can afford. Bought, I basically got the debt because I bought some assets that I think still will pay me back. So, you know, and then like I'm pretty aggressive with how I pay off my debt. But basically, I'm not the biggest fan of debt. I tried to utilize it, and I have actually. Not too bad. I haven't gotten too crazy, but um, I'm okay with my situation. But I just didn't want to go to school for years on end for something I may not want to do in the future. And I was almost positive, and if I would have had gone, I wouldn't have wanted to do that. Turns out singing is what I wanted to do consistently. I mean, investing too, but there was no need for me to go to college. And that's what I learned, you know. And I also learned that people want what's best for you, but they want what's best for you, not really what is best for you, you know? Um, and you know, we get so much programming every day, go to college, go to college, go to college. Isn't it funny that a lot of the people who do end up making it big don't go to college or they dropped out? And I'm also, let me say this. If you do want to go to college, I am on your side. But you got to at least know what you want to do. Most people don't know what they want to do. That's why you see so many people who have these degrees and they have no money because somebody tricked them into going to school for no reason. And I just don't see the point in going to college if you know you can't pay this back, right? Like, I just never seen the point, and I don't like the idea of owing somebody. And it seems weird because I just said I have credit card debt, but this is seriously the first time I've had at least a little bit of credit card debt that's lingered around. And the only reason it's lingered around is because I've been buying crypto. So um, I've decided I am going to get a regular job again just to maintain bills so I don't have to sell any of my crypto. Um, but I'm gonna be aggressive with how I pay off my debt, so I'm not worried about it. Like it's not gonna accrue enough interest to screw me over, you know. But I would never advise anybody to do that. You know, that's why I was saying before. I was like, yeah, I spent my credit card not to the balance or nothing crazy, like, but to me at least. But it's like, but I'm still gonna tell you don't use your credit cards because thinking back on it now, yeah, I have those assets, but it would have been better for me to go slowly. And that's why I say you shouldn't have credit card debt, even though that I have a little bit. It's like, I'm telling you so that you don't get slowed down and you can kind of keep this momentum going and you won't have to like be like worried about interest rates and then worry about paying stuff back. And I mean, I'm not really like, not really messed up. I mean, it doesn't look like I'm in any type of panic, but um, it's not really, it's all about slowing you down. That college debt is gonna linger. You can't file bankruptcy and get rid of that. It will be around. So all I'm saying is just I didn't feel the need to go to college. If you do, I'm on your side. But you need to have a quick answer to be how are you gonna pay this back? And if not, you might not even need to go. Like I think most people don't need to go. I felt so bad. You know what's so crazy, man? How is the guy who didn't go to college, who was homeless, and I still felt bad for people? You know why? Because I was homeless and broke, but I didn't owe anybody any money. it seems like everybody else is just broke. They may have a place and stuff, but they're broke and they owe people money. So it's like, I just don't want the stress. You don't want the stress, man. If you're thinking about going to college, you need a solid answer, and you need to really talk to somebody who knows what they're talking about, somebody that prove that they can tell you, be like, yeah, bro, you don't want to do that, or you want to do that, or there's too many people that don't know, and there's too many people that just want to be right rather than look for the answer. I don't care about being right. I just want to look for the answer and search for it. And if I think there's some good information, I'm going to give it to you and let you decide. But just because I bought a Porsche that was messed up and run down and I dumped hella money in there, that doesn't mean I now don't have the authority to be like, dude, yeah, you shouldn't do that, or you should buy a modest car. It's like, oh, well, you bought a Porsche. It's like, yeah, dude, and I got fucked over. Like, I'm trying to tell you so that you can avoid the pit traps and you can get back on this wheel of investing and getting your life together. So, conclusion, if you want to go to college, cool. If not, don't do it.